It's Derekh Chamblee. It's still Tuesday afternoon. I'm right beside the Hillsborough River, downtown Tampa. Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2016 presidential election. America's next great city, Tampa. I'm looking at the Strass Center for Performing Arts. Beautiful complex, beautiful complex. And the workmen are there winnowing out the branches of the trees today. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful day in Tampa, Florida. And looking this way, we've got the John F. Germany Library. It's a little difficult to see there. At any rate, and that's looking east here, and that's the bridge over the Hillsborough River. And we wanted to talk again about U.S. Senator from Florida, Marco Rubio. And his decision to go on video for the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. And it reminds you of during the campaign when former governor of Florida, Jeb Bush, said that Marco Rubio was robotic. And we've nicknamed him the Nix-Dixon campaign. I got my sign here, of course, Nix-Dixon. Google Nix-Dixon. And the Nix-Dixon campaign nicknamed Marco Rubio Marco Bush, one word, Marco Bush Rubot, R-U-B-O-T, Marco Bush, one word, Rubot, R-U-B-O-T, Rubot. And it was the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, that said he was a superficial politician. And so the Nix-Dixon campaign said super fragile, cyberlistic. Google super fragile, one word, cyber, and then one word listic, L-I-S-T-I-C. Not even sure that's a word, not even sure that's a meaningful phrase, but Google super fragile, cyberlistic. And Senator Rubio just doesn't understand that the door to his office, his Senate office, is slammed behind him, and he's in an area between that slamming door to his office in the Senate and the open door. Well, it may not be open very much longer, which would have been his path to be on the November ballot in Florida in the vice presidential slot had he accepted the offer from Donald Trump. When the offer came, Marco Rubio said no, he was not going to be Trump's choice as a running mate. And he did an about face, and he's running for re-election. And once again, the same Donald Trump voters that voted against U.S. Senator Marco Rubio in the March 15, 2016 Florida presidential primary, and that's over 1 million votes against Marco Rubio. And Marco Rubio had only a little less than 650,000 votes. The rest of the votes went for candidates such as Governor Chris Christie, who was still on the ballot, Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, Senator Cruz from Texas, and Governor John Kasich from Ohio. And, you know, you do the math. Marco Bush Rubio Do the math, Marco Bush Robot. Come in. Where are you? You're so out of touch with the voters in your state of Florida. You need to find a new home, a new base. You have no base here anymore. And you would have to take 600 out of the 700 other votes to perhaps beat your opponent, Carlos Beirut, who is going to be endorsed by Florida Governor Rick Scott, and he's going to be eventually endorsed by Donald Trump for the U.S. Senate seat you should have vacated. Okay, and the DIXON campaign is suggesting that the Senate strip you of your seat on the Foreign Relations Committee based on your appearance on CBS Face the Nation several Sundays ago, when you became a prophet or a soothsayer, and you prophesied that there would be a terror attack within the coming weeks in Turkey. This did nothing but tip the terrorists to a time frame there, and wherever your information came from, basically it must have been classified some kind of way, because you took it upon yourself to usurp the role of the Secretary of State, to usurp the role of the Commander-in-Chief, the President of the United States, for political gain, to go on Face the Nation and leak classified information. And no, so you're going to find out soon that the votes just aren't there. And your decision not to go to the convention in Cleveland and stay in Florida and meet the voters who really don't know you, haven't voted for you because you haven't been around. Your decision not to go to the Republican National Convention in Cleveland this week was another Marco Bush Robot error. Robot error, because the votes you need to beat Carlos Beirut in the primary on August 30th, 2016, here in Florida, the voters you need are Trump voters, Cruz voters, Kasich voters, Christie voters, Carson voters. And guess what? They're in Cleveland. This is Derekh Chamblee with the CyberCitizen Network, outside of the Straws Performing Arts Center, downtown Tampa, Battleground Zero, the epicenter of the 2016 presidential election. Tampa, the next great American city.